guys, in my recent Shop My Stash video, if you didn't see it, I will link it up here. It was getting all my stuff together that I'm going to take for camp. And I go to church camp every year for close to 2 weeks. We are actually going to that campground for 2 full weeks this year because I just wanted some extra time there before camp starts to like chill and enjoy things. And so I mentioned that I was going to do an eye look at camp. Maybe I'll do more than one. I'll kind of see what happens. But I had mentioned wanting to use my Milani Gilded Getaway palette for my cousin Debbie. And I decided because this palette was limited edition, and so if something happened to it, it would not be easy to replace. I didn't really want to take this with me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it at home first before we go camping and do a look here so that I can leave this one here and then just take the other palettes that I showed. Because I would be very upset if something happened to this. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to do a look with this palette today. And I mentioned it in other videos. I'm going to say it again because you're going to see my fingers up close. My nails need to be redone really bad. They're like over 3 weeks, like 3.5 weeks grown out. Okay. Actually almost 4 weeks at this point. So yeah, they look pretty bad, but it's because I want to do them right before we're leaving so that they look really good for the 2 weeks that we're there. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. Plus the last day of camp, we are literally leaving, coming home, getting ready, and going to a concert, like my whole entire family, my husband and all 3 of our boys. So, yeah, I want my nails to look good and all that kind of stuff. So that's why they look terrible now. So please excuse that. But an extra fun thing that happened was Debbie sent me a message and she said, I'm sending you a little surprise. And I'm like, Debbie, she spoils me so bad, you guys. It's ridiculous. She's so good to me. And I'm going to link her channel because it'll be in the description box. She's no longer doing her channel, but it is still up and there's so many things you can learn from her. She has so many fun videos. She's got great, if you want to learn how to apply lashes easily, she taught me how to be able to do it. So she's got videos like that. She has all sorts of different videos and she's just beautiful and fun. And you know, if you want to go check her out, please do that. But yeah, so I got this little cute package in the mail the other day and I was like, what is this? And it is from an Etsy shop called Cranberry and Clay. I think it's an Etsy shop. It's Cranberry and Clay in any case. I will link it down below so that if you are interested in these or want to see what else they have, you can check it out because, oh my gosh, so fun. I put it back together like how it looked when I got it so that you could see how cute it comes. It comes with a little card on top that says, thank you so much for your support. And then Cranberry and Clay, and it says, take a picture and share to your social media and tag us. We love to see you in your Cranberry and Clay designs. And yeah, no, so it doesn't look like it is an Etsy shop. So I will end up I'll show it up here, but I'll link it down below anyway. But there's like their information if you wanted to check that out. So I'm definitely going to be following them on Instagram and stuff. And then underneath that, there's a little sticker here that says, thank you for supporting my small business. Super cute. It's the little, you know, touches and extra things that they do. It shows, you know, when a small business cares about what they're doing. So then I'll open it up here. You guys, I don't know if you're ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. Ta-da! Oh my gosh. Okay, so right here, she sent me these little campfire earrings. How stinking cute is that? Because she knows I love me some camping. And so I am so excited for that. And then as an extra bonus, but okay, well, let me show you this first. So you can see behind there, it's got the little like paper wormies. It's just a very nicely done package. So if you were to send something to someone as a gift, I think this is such a cute, I was absolutely thrilled when I opened this up. So I just wanted to show you the way it's packaged and stuff. To send somebody a gift like this, super cute. And then they also threw in as an extra these little earrings, which I thought were really fun. And I don't really have a lot of like blue kind of like jewelry type stuff. So I thought that was super fun to have a little extra. And that's what Debbie was like, oh, well, I ordered you the campfire one, so those must have been an extra. So that is super awesome. So I am going to go ahead and put these in. As you can see, I do not have earrings in because I'm wearing these for this video. So I'm going to put them in and then we will come back and get into an eye look. Before I put the second one in, I do want to show it to you up close because I think you need to see the detail. So the fire is, it has like a coating on it that makes it shiny. So that makes it super cute because then the logs are just, you know, a matte clay. So the fire is like shiny. And I think that is such a cute way that they did that. And actually when I saw it just in the packaging, I thought it was all matte. So I was surprised when I just pulled it out and looked. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cute because then it's like the flame is really noticeable and you know, catches the light and stuff, which makes sense because it's, you know, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, like stop it. Look at it. Okay, yay. So that just makes this video that much more exciting. So thank you so much again, Debbie, for sending me this. You guys, I'm not kidding. When I opened it up, I like squealed. I could not believe. I'm like, how dang cute is that? So here is my fun little campfire earrings. All right, now I thought I would go ahead. I will link up here. I did a video with this palette when I first got it, so I will link it up here if you want to see the look that I did then, because I did that one with more of like the oranges, and because that's kind of my color that I'm drawn to, but also greens. Oranges and greens are like my two go-tos for the most part. And so today I'm going to do more of this lower row and do like a green kind of look. And you know, I have the orange earrings, so that would have been orange with orange, but you know what? We don't need to be all matchy like that. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and get into doing a look. And I think I will go ahead and kind of, should I speed through or talk? Because man, this girl can talk. I already have my eyeshadow primer on. As you can see, I do have my face makeup on, and I do know that some of these shadows give a lot of fallout. Actually, the other Milani, I have the Milani Gilded Jewel palette also, and that also does major kick up in the pans and a lot of fallout. Fine, you just need to know that ahead of time so that you know, like, don't put your face makeup on or something. But I already have a tissue ready here to be able to go underneath my eyes to keep the fallout from getting all over my face. So I just thought I would go ahead and mention that. But yes, my eyeshadow primer is on, and let's go ahead first. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm gonna do something a little different. So I'm gonna go into Chillax, just this matte light shade here, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid all the way up to the brow bone. I have not done that. I used to do that all the time. It has a slight sheen to it. I think maybe I'll just go, you know, do one eye in real time and then skip the other eye so that we can chat a little, but also it not be a million years long, because you might not want to watch me for a million years. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. And so yeah, but just to give like a light base, if you will, and it's just very subtle. It's pretty much, you know, not too much different than my skin tone. I'll add a little extra up here just for highlighting along the brow bone. Okay, now I'm gonna go into A-frame. Right next to that, growing up, we had an A-frame up north. I live in Michigan. It was in northern Michigan, not the UP, but northern Michigan, in a town called Lewiston. And if you know it, let me know. And so we had an A-frame up there growing up, and I absolutely loved it. We have so many good memories of it, going through the trails. We had a dune buggy, and so we would take dune buggy rides all through the trails, because there's a lot of snowmobile trails up there and stuff. And it was just, we had so much fun. And in the winter, we would go and we'd like cross country ski, and we just had so much fun up there growing up. We lived up north in Mayo until I was 6, and then we moved to where we live now, and that's when I met my husband. And so my husband and I, well, that's when I met my husband. Well, I did. We were in first grade when we met. But and I'm gonna keep talking while I do this side. I know I lied. But so yeah, we've known each other since we were 6. But his family also had a place up in Lewiston, or no, yeah, up in Lewiston. I'm getting confused because we also had a family business in Luzerne. So yeah, if you know any of those places, let me know down below. It's funny to me, a lot of people are familiar with that area of Michigan, if you're from Michigan. But anyway, yeah, his family had a cabin in Lewiston as well. So we talk about like the places that we probably saw each other before we knew each other, because it's not a big place. And we would frequent the same like ice cream place, and there was a little beach there, and there was a hardware store that had all sorts of like little knickknacks and stuff that I like loved going to when we were there. And he talks about it too. So it's hilarious because we know we went to all those same places. And so it's very possible that our families saw each other up there before we moved down here and just didn't even realize it. So pretty funny. I actually love the tone of this shadow. It's like a very pretty smoky kind of taupe color. So I love that. But yeah, we had an A-frame, so that name of this shade is fun to me because it's, you know, it has meaning to me. And if you have ever been in an A-frame, they it's pretty funny because there's one actually near where I live now, and a guy that I worked with lived in it with his mom and brother. And so I asked him, I said, okay, let me tell you what the layout was of the one we had up north and tell me how similar it is to yours. It's the exact same layout. So it's hilarious because there's only so many things you can do with them. And then I saw Joy from Organized with Joy. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? Is that the name of your channel, Joy? Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going to link her down below because I love her and she's very inspiring. But her family, they went on a ski trip last year and they stayed in an A-frame. And the layout was different than the one that we had was, but still a lot of similarities. And it's so funny because I remember as a kid feeling like it was so big, but then once we got a little older and went up there, would go up there, it's like it was a really tiny place. But as a little kid, I remember thinking it was really big. It's funny. It's funny how especially because the ceiling was high because of the shape of it. So I think that's part of what added to making me feel like it was big when I was little. I don't even know what's going to happen here. We're just gonna go with it and see what does happen. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take this shade Succulent. So it's this shimmery dark green here. And I'm going to use my trusty little tissue. And I think that is going to be what I'm going to do kind of towards the outer part of my lid here. Ooh, that's pretty. Very, very pretty. Also too, I'm sure if I were to spray my brush, it would make it more vibrant even, but I don't really want to do that. I just want to leave it like it is naturally with the brush. Now, a lot of times I most of the time use my finger when I put shimmers on, but since my nails are so long, it's hard to like get in there. So I decided I wouldn't do that this time. I would just go ahead and use a brush. But typically I do like to use my finger. It usually tends to make the shadows more intense too, especially like shimmers. Don't worry, I will be blending, so just hold on. All right, now I'm going to go into this Good Vibes Only right here. Really pretty. Kind of a coppery shade a little bit, but more on the brownish side because I would say Vacay Goals is more copper, this one. So this one, it has more of like a brownish gold, I don't know. But we are going to take that, and that's what I'm going to go from the inside of the eye with. We'll see how that does. Good Vibes Only. So yeah, our camp technically runs for 10 days. It starts on a Thursday and ends on a Sunday. But my husband and I and the boys started going up on the Tuesday before camp. So Tuesday instead of Thursday a few years ago. Well, I think it's been quite a few years now. And just to have a little quiet time before camp started, because it gets crazy. There's thousands of people. It's, everyone's campers are kind of like right on top of each other. But it's, the feel of it is just amazing. So it's like at a regular campground, I would hate it the way it's set up. But because of what it is, and because and get to know so many of the people because of them going year after year, it's like a really fun thing where you look forward to being around everybody, and you make friends that sometimes there's certain people, like there's a lot of people from my church, but then there's people from all over the US actually come. Actually, people from other countries come sometimes. So you get to know them and you get to see them every year, and it's super fun. And so it's just something we enjoy so much. But we liked going and just having like that little bit of quiet time before everyone got there. Well, other people must have started feeling that way too, especially after, the dreaded happened. I think people were like, you know what, we're going to get up there and spend as much time as we can, And camp never closed. We did not close during that, and nobody got sick. There was never like some big outbreak, and we're talking people are, all in this tabernacle together, thousands of people, and all these little kids in their classes and stuff, and people going up and praying with each other and stuff, and we never had some sort of like outbreak or anything. So that was awesome and amazing. But yeah, I think people just started going, you know what? There's just something about being there and the peacefulness and just getting away from regular life stuff that it's like, if I can spend more time here, I'm going to. So my husband and I last year, we were like, oh, it's kind of a bummer because now the past 2 years have been so many more people there. So it's not really that quiet time, but we always take our trailer up. Hold on. I will stop talking for a second so I can show you the next thing. I'm going to go into Under the Stars here, which is a green with gold. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to put that right in between the two shades here. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, we always take our trailer up the Saturday before camp. And so I said to him this year, I said, you know what? I think I want to stay when we take the trailer up on Saturday. And he's like, really? Because he has to work Monday and Tuesday. Like, we would usually go Tuesday after he gets done with work. And I said, yeah, I just really want to be there and just enjoy that quiet time and stuff. And now since other people come, a lot of people on Tuesday too, it's, you know, kind of taken that part away a little bit. That, you know, I like to just go there and, yeah, just enjoy the quiet. And so he was like, well, okay, you know, like, obviously he would stay the weekend. And he's like, you won't feel weird to be there by yourself? Because the only issue would be I won't have a car. And I was like, and it's about 40 minutes from where we live. So I said, I'll be fine. I'm like, the only thing that would freak me out is if I was there by myself at night and there was a storm. Because there are other people there. It's not like I'd be there all by myself in this huge campground. There are other people that are there and getting ready for camp and stuff. You know, people that, you know, volunteer and work for it and stuff. So it's not like I'd be there all by myself. But I'm like, yeah, at night, and I watch a lot of true crime, so I freak myself out about stuff. That's why he was surprised. He's like, really? You wouldn't mind being there? I'm like, no. You kind of lose that glitter a little. There's a tiny bit of it, but not a ton, but that's okay. Now I'm going to go in and find my brush first and go back into that A-frame shade and just kind of buff out, you know, along the edges here to blend that. But he was like, well, you know, I'll stay for the weekend. And then he's like, you know what though? I'll just go to work from there. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, the driving back and forth, and you're like, you'll have to get up really early. He's like, yeah, but I think it'll be nice anyway, just for us, because now at this point, my oldest son doesn't go and stay. He hasn't for several years because of working. Same with my middle son now. Last year was the first year he wasn't there the whole year. And then my youngest son, I think he's trying to get it all off of work. He's just working at McDonald's, and they're pretty lenient about, because he only works like 12 hours a week anyway. But, so, you know, the boys, or Asher, my youngest, doesn't want to go up that much early. So he will just come up on Tuesday probably when Brian comes up to be there for the full time. But I'm just, you know, envisioning the being there during the day, just me. It's fine that I don't have a car. I don't need to go anywhere anyway. And just getting up in the morning and doing my Bible study time and, you know, reading and working out and just whatever I want to do, you know what I mean? And not feeling like when you're at home, you're like, oh, I should be doing this, oh, I should be doing that, you know, kind of thing. And so I'm like, it just sounds so peaceful and wonderful. And so I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. Now for the outer edge, I think I am going to take this Tremendous, cute name, and do that right on the outer edge to darken that up because yeah, I want to darken that. Ooh, the kick up on that one is killer. So I definitely want to put this because I have a feeling it could have some fallout. Like I said, being aware that these tend to have some fallout and stuff makes it easier. Well, I should have put it up closer under my eye, shouldn't I? Listen to me as I'm telling you, but not doing what I need to do. Yeah, that's better. That green up there. But yeah, so I'm really excited to have that extra time there. That's why too I'm gonna record, because I'm gonna take my little ring light that I use and record from in the trailer. So hopefully that'll be just fun for you guys to have a little different scenery kind of thing. And I'll use my Shop My Stash products that I showed that I'm taking, so that'll be fun. And yeah, I'm super looking forward to it. I love camp so much, and I'm so glad, like, the idea of being there a little early. Okay, now I'm going to take that Tremendous shade again that I just used on the outer edge, and I'm going to put that under my lower lash line, just at the outer part here, because that will tie that in. And then, yeah. I usually always run the dark shade all the way under my lower lash line, and lately I've been doing it a little bit different, and I like it. Not that I don't like it the other way still, but you know, I like to just switch stuff up here and there. You get kind of in a rut with things, like you just get what you're used to, and then it's like, oh, there are other ways, and I might actually like another way better. Or you might do it and go, nope, I do like the way I do it best. So that's why it's always good to just try something different. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that A-frame, just that kind of taupey brown shade, which I think might be my favorite shade in the palette. There's just something about it I really like. I'm going to blend that into that green there. So it takes away that harshness. See if I like that or not. Because that shade is so light, it kind of looks like I don't have anything under that front part, so I'll just go over the whole green so it kind of helps blend it in a little. We'll see, we'll see. I can usually tell better once I get my lashes, you know, once I get my mascara and stuff on, and then if I need to tweak it, I will. All right, so I think that I'm gonna just take this brush and blend here where I kind of got a little carried away with that green. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner and lashes, and maybe throw a little something on my lips. I just have lip balm on right now, and then we will see what the finished look is. And here is the finished look. So I decided to just go ahead and use my Black Midnight Sky to tightline my upper lash line. Then I used this Avon True Color Glamour 6 Diamonds eyeliner and sepia, however you say it. One of these days I'm actually going to look so I know what I'm talking about. And that's what I used in my waterline because I felt like it nicely mimicked that kind of, you know, I guess sepia shade that I did up here. And then I just used my Wet n Wild Big Papo mascara. And then my lips, I just put this Fresh Sugar Rosé. It's kind of like a lip balm basically, but it's got a slight tint to it. So it looks scary when you look at it, like it's going to be red, but it obviously isn't because it just adds the slightest little amount of color, but it's very moisturizing and nice. I really would like a new set of these because these are kind of old, and you know, things start to taste a little bit different or have like a smell that I don't love. So I do want another set of these because they're awesome. Because I also have the, I'm also bringing the Sugar Petal one with me, which got melted when we went to Kentucky last year. But yeah, so I really like those, but yeah, they're definitely at their end here. So I'm gonna need some new ones of those, but they're kind of pricey, so that's why I'm like, But anyway, so this is the final look. So let me come up and show it to you up close. It's just a very nice smoky green look, which I really enjoy. The shadows are very easy to work with. And like I said, typically I would use my finger for like the shimmers and stuff, so that would make them a little more intense, but I don't mind how they are right now. And I didn't end up doing anything different to the lash line than I said. I thought I might want to add something, but I don't feel like I need to. So I feel like that, you know, worked out well. And yeah, so I really like kind of just this little smoky green kind of look. And then just the very simple lip has the slight little bit of color, but I feel like it's good. And with the earrings, earrings. I don't know. I feel like it's a good vibe happening. So yeah, I am super excited to head to camp. It's very weird because we went from having 4 boys in with us. Actually, we had, for probably 3 years, we had an extra, boy who stayed in with us who was a year older than my oldest, and so that was a lot of us in a small space, but we had so much fun, and he was the greatest kid to have in there because he played in the worship band for like the senior high. So he would get up early in the morning and leave the trailer. We never even would hear him. He was super quiet, and he took all of his showers in like one of the bathhouses and all that kind of stuff. So he, you know, he would have meals with us sometimes, but when you're part of like one of the worship teams or different things like that, they actually provide meals for you at the cafeteria. So we'd be like, you know, you can eat with us if you want to. So if it was something up there that he didn't really want, he would eat dinner with us and stuff. He was super respectful, just a really sweet kid. So it was great having him for those years. And then it was just my 3. And then, you know, Gavin, once he graduated and stuff and started working, it makes it hard. They all come up to visit. Gavin still comes up to visit at camp. Riley was up last year. He'll come up again this year. And so now we just have Asher left there with us. It's his he's going into his senior year of high school. And so it's very strange because we started going there. This is going to be our 15th year at our church camp. And so I just love it. I can't even tell you guys enough. But if you'd like to hear more about it when we get back from camp and just, you know, things that happen there and things like that, I'd be happy to share it with you. I might share it anyway because it is one of the most important things to me. Jesus is the most important thing. And so my time spent there where my focus is solely on him is just, it's the best part of my year. And I feel like it gets me through till the next year kind of thing because just this time away and to really dedicate this such a big amount of time to really being focused on that and being, you know, with friends who, you know, feel the same way. And we have such great conversations together. And as parents, how we're trying to raise our children and, you know, stuff with our marriages and things like that. It's just so, I can't, it's priceless. The type of relationships and just interactions that happen there. And so I can't help but talk about it because it's worth talking about. And there's so many people who talk about so many things that aren't worth talking about. So heck, I'm going to share the things that are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video with my cute little Milani Gilded Getaway palette. So now I've done looks with, you know, both of the color schemes here. So absolutely love it. Great shadows. I do see a little bit of fallout underneath my eye right here. Probably on both sides. So like I said, ideally, I would do it before I do my face makeup, and that would keep that from happening, but there, even that just helped clear that up a little bit. So just something to keep in mind if you're thinking about picking up any of the Milani Gilded palettes. I'm assuming they're kind of, since I have 2 that do the same thing, I'm kind of assuming maybe all of them do, but I could be wrong. But yeah, and then my adorable little campfire earrings. Debbie, you are the best. Thank you so much. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed this. And so I guess the next makeup video you will see of me. Nope, there's going to be one more. But then you will see me from my trailer doing a makeup look. But there's going to be another makeup look in between that. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.